Greetings to all. Islamic Ministries and Community Development would like to welcome you back to another daily reminder where today we will be discussing a very interesting topic. What is masculinity and how is it viewed in Islam? We start off by saying all praises are due to Allah who has created males and females to worship Him alone. We are grateful to Allah for guiding us to the right path to live our lives here in this dunya. A path that is the only path that will be accepted by Him. That is the lifestyle, beliefs, and practices of Al-Islam. Be reminded, my dear friends, that one of the manifest trends that we have been witnessing over the past decade is an increase in feminism and the constant war against true masculinity and true manhood. Social media, TV, news stations, newspapers, magazines, websites, parades, laws, and legislations, all promoting ideas that are leading to a constant decrease in masculinity in our societies. Being a real man and having masculine traits is now falsely labeled as toxic masculinity. Don't fall for their ploy, brothers and sisters. This is all meant to demasculinize males and lead them to behave more like females and abandon their biological traits and innate behaviors as males. From the manifestations of this is the millions of dollars spent to feminize young men in the hopes of achieving some utopian notion of equality and peace. And it starts at the earliest ages. In the school classroom, boys are always the problem. On the playground, even innocent games such as dodgeball have long been banished because they are considered too aggressive, or because the boys always end up beating the girls, or they throw the ball too hard. They are telling young men that their intrinsic desire to compete and love to win is wrong. No winners, no losers. Everybody gets a trophy. Everyone wins. Don't run up the score. This anti-male tilt continues on through higher education and into the workplace. It has created millions of tentative, passive, indecisive males, many unhappy women, and confused boys and girls. The devaluation of masculinity will only lead to the destruction of societies and will definitely not end well because feminine passive males don't stop nor speak out about evil. Feminine passive males don't take charge. They don't speak out. They don't want to be fathers. They don't want the responsibilities that come with being a real man. Passive males don't defend, protect, or provide. Passive males don't lead. Passive males don't do the things we have always needed men to do for society to thrive. This is slowly manifesting in our society as time goes by and can be seen day after day by the increasing number of males now identifying as women, taking on feminine traits, appearances, and ideologies, and others abandoning their biological roles as males and have adopted a new lifestyle as feminine passive males where they can wear dresses, makeup, wax their legs and faces while plucking their eyebrows and shake their butts on TikTok and Instagram for followers. So today we are going to discuss masculinity and the difference between males and men and how they are viewed in the Quran and Sunnah. It is said, every true man is a male, but not every male is a true man. Brothers and sisters in Islam, every human being loves to be described with virtuous traits and characteristics, likes to be recognized by noble behaviors, etiquettes, morals, ethics, and manners. One of the most important traits that we need to instill in our youth, especially our young boys, is what is known as ar-rujula, masculinity, how to be a man. In our society, we always hear people saying to our young boys as a means to encourage them and make them tougher and to try and train them to bear hardships, be a man up, take it like a man, and the likes of these statements. In 2022, in many places throughout the world, we find that ar-rujula is decreasing. We find that masculinity is rarely spoken about out of fear of harming the LGBTQs or the feminists. Masculinity is dispraised in the media and looked at as wrong, barbaric, uncivilized, and the likes. Unfortunately, in our day and time, we find many men, Muslim and non-Muslim alike, doing things that 20 years ago were only known to be done by females. In our day and time, we find men trying to look like women, waxing their faces, plucking their eyebrows, and doing things that true masculine men would never even think about doing. What are the traits and characteristics that Muslim men should have? How should Muslim men behave, act, and dress? Hopefully with this reminder today, we will go home with a proper understanding about how real men should act, look, and behave. Ar-rajula is not having a long mustache and yelling and screaming at one's kids and wives or employees. Ar-rajula is not bullying people, beating up your wife or kids, or fighting and wrestling in the street. Ar-rajula is not sitting in front of the TV, drinking beers, smoking weed, playing video games, and sleeping half the day and staying up all night. Rather, the authentic sign of strength and true masculinity, ar-rajula, is the ability to control one's desires and impulses, especially anger. Mind over matter. Intellect over desires. A man who cannot control himself, his mind, his body, is spiritually weak, even if he has the largest muscles of all. The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The strong are not the best wrestlers. Verily, the strong are only those who control themselves when they are angry." If you liked this reminder, make sure to share and visit us online to learn more about Islam at www.mased.org or call us at 243-47-3 714.